Bruce Wasserstein was an investment banker who in the 1970s, 80s, and 90s worked on more than 1,000 mergers and acquisition transactions worth $250 billion. He helped, for example, merge Time Inc. and Warner Brothers to form Time Warner, and he orchestrated the takeover of RJR Nabisco in an epic battle that was eventually made into a book and a movie called Barbarians at the Gate. When he died in 2009 at the age of 61, he left an estate and trust valued at more than $2.3 billion, as well as 2 ex-wives, a widow, a mistress, and 6 children, including one born to his mistress. As we've seen countless times in celebrity estate battles, issues arise when blended families don't get along. In this case, Wasserstein's 5 other children and his 2 ex-wives have accused the mistress, Erin McCarthy, of splitting up their family and causing unimaginable stress and trauma. Caught in the middle is McCarthy and Wasserstein's love child, Sky, now 11 years old, who lives with her mother in New York. Wasserstein's children from his marriages are so angry with their father's mistress that they've offered to give Sky her share of the value of their late father's properties if she and her mother agree to never visit the homes. Predictably, no agreement was ever made, and McCarthy eventually sued the estate's trustees in Manhattan Surrogates Court in 2012, a filing that was dismissed in 2013. Since then, the issue has languished. The trustees have sold off most of Wasserstein's properties, but for several years, they and McCarthy have argued over the value of the crown jewel of his estate, a 23,500 square foot mansion in the Hamptons worth either $120 million, according to the trustees, or $160 million, according to McCarthy. A judge will probably decide the issue, but the bigger question raised here, which is one we see quite often at Hackard Law, is how could the families have avoided protracted and expensive litigation? While most of our cases don't involve children of multiple ex-wives and mistresses, we do often see children and stepchildren from 2 marriages who battle ferociously, sometimes for years, over relatively small sums of money. Pride, jealousy, anger, and resentment compel people to form intractable positions and end up pitting sibling against sibling. We usually recommend that whenever possible, people meet face-to-face and work to resolve differences. If necessary, each side can bring a mediator to help facilitate the discussion. Litigation is expensive, time-consuming, high stakes, and, unfortunately, sometimes counterproductive. We go to court and fight those battles when we need to, but we always look for alternatives. Ultimately, the Wasserstein family legal dispute will get resolved, but I fear that the Wasserstein family itself may never be healed. It's a sad lesson, but one worth considering. Before you go, please let me know if you'd like to receive a free copy of my first book, The Wolf at the Door, or my new book, Alzheimer's, Widowed Stepmothers, and Estate Crimes. Just send your address and an email to me at hackardlaw.com, and I'll be glad to put one in the mail. I'm Mike Hackard from Hackard Law. Thanks for watching.